Well, fellow South Africans, things are getting very interesting. Like I said, the destruction of South Africa, that plan is well on its way. Now we have this gentleman right here. I'll tell you who he is.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Imelda. Guys, I bring you news from one of my favorite South African uncle. Like guys, that's Uncle Cletus. So he said Africans never love South Africa, and that is right. I posted the video talking about Africans' agenda exposed. You understand their agenda? They themselves said it with their mouth that their plans was to destroy South Africa. But since the South Africans saw through their plans, they had to ask them to leave their country. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section, and my reaction will be at the end of this video. So please stay tuned.
The issue of xenophobic attacks on Africans, not only Ghanaians, African citizens from many countries in South Africa, is something that is really a big source of concern for the Commission. I was in South Africa a month ago. I met President Ramaphosa, and I met Minister Lamola. The official statement is that we condemn that. We do not support that. And they made it even with me in a press conference with the foreign minister. He said if there are illegal migrants in South Africa, they have to be handled through the proper channels of the law of the country. This is the statements. But at the same time, we see that these people who are harassing, our African fellow citizens are free to do whatever they want. That's terrible. That's something that, sometimes makes us very sad. And sometimes you see people in uniforms just watching what's happening just next to them, and they see and yesterday I was watching the news. A Mozambican lady was destroying her own, shop, so that she do not, leave it to these people who are coming to, take it over. She was destroying herself, her shop. She has been working there for 20 years. So the human cost of this situation is terrible.
Well, this guy is Ali Yusuf. He is the prefect of Africa. Well, the chairperson of the African Union. We've seen him around here in South Africa, and he's a lot here in South Africa recently. But this gentleman right here, did you hear what he said? And I want to explain why he said what he said. He fails to understand why Cyril Ramaphosa does not do what a typical African president does to their citizens whenever the citizens, they try to, voice a concern, one or two. Let's go to Zimbabwe. What's happening in Zimbabwe right now? The president of Zimbabwe decided to usurp the voting power of Zimbabwean people and gave that power to parliament and to himself. He gave himself the prerogative that if the vote in parliament does not go according to the way he likes it, he can appoint 10 senates. 10 senates to bring him as close as possible to the victory he is looking for. So if you think Mnangagwa, he extended his stay as president till 2030, you are sadly mistaken. As long as there's still life in his body, he deserves, at least that's how he sees it, he deserves to be president for life. And in order to be president for life, you get rid of competition, you get rid of uncertainty, because you don't know how the population feel. I mean, your people are scattered all over the world. And as they are scattered all over the world, do you think they speak sweet things about ZANU-PF? No. So how do we solve that problem? Give parliament voting powers taken from the will of the people. That's a typical African country. And Zimbabwe, by the way, considers itself as a democracy. Even one of the officials said, oh, we went everywhere in Zimbabwe. This is what the people of Zimbabwe want. They don't want to stand in long queues and vote anymore. Right. And then young Zimbabweans. I foresaw this coming a long time ago, but my only worry about Zimbabwean men, cowards. The only time you will see a Zimbabwean man demonstrating some kind of bravado is when Ekbambinkuns or hijacking you. But when he has to use the same energy to Mnangagwa, instead, they will take the route of condemning those that are saying we are going to march on the 31st of July and state our grievances with the current government, which also includes the usurping of their voting rights. Cowards. The Zimbabwean men, you guys are cowards. Anyways, so the chief of the African Union, he's like, why Ramaphosa is not doing anything? Because in Africa, and I've explained in the previous video, democracy is top-down approach, not like us, where it is bottom-up approach. The people shall govern. That is why in South Africa, and of course on the other African countries, they go to elections. We go to elections to take our power and to borrow it to the political parties that we vote for at elections. Just in November, we are going to the local government elections. We are going to borrow our power to the people that are going to be councillors in our respective communities. We are going to be borrowing. So meaning, we are saying that go and represent our power. In representing our power, there are things that we are going to ask of you. And there are things also that we are going to tell you what to do. It's not the counselor that's going to come to the community that voted for him or her to tell them what to do. That's not our democracy. And another thing, South African constitution is declared as the best constitution in the world. And I do believe that that means South African democracy is the true democracy. I mean, look at the mess the constitution is causing South Africa because it's the best. And so if you are going to say South African constitution is the best in the world, so why do you have a problem where the very same constitution gives the South African people the right to protest? And then you want to cry and ask questions like why the government does not control these protests. We see men and women in uniform escorting the protest instead of shooting these people. They don't understand. Why? Because as the people in charge of their respective countries, it is them who control everything. If one person says we are going to march, what do you think happens to that individual? Oh, let's go back to Zimbabwe. What do you think is happening to Big? That's Africa for you. So that is why this gentleman, as the chief of the African Union, he cannot fathom that Ramaphosa is only making condemnation, but he's not taking the barrel of the gun and blowing everybody that is at the protests. Because that's how it's done in Africa. And I would have thought, as a person that is in charge, is that the right word? I wouldn't say in charge. Maybe let's say custodian of 54 African countries, you would have taken time to understand individual psychology of each country. That also includes their political methodologies, ideologies, and dispensations.
Guys, what do you all think about this video? Like, foreigners in South Africa had no plans on helping South Africans develop their country. We all know that you can go to other people's country, you know very well that country, that's where you get your money as a breadwinner of your family. You help, like you bring in your labor skills to help develop the country, right? While the country is also helping you to feed your families back home. No, these people agenda was to come in South Africa and do their various type of businesses that they want to do in such a manner that they're gonna tarnish everything about South Africa. And trust me, it's working, because UK caught a Nigerian man with the South African passport, thinking that that person is a South African. Luckily, it was later on proven that that person is from Nigeria using South African passport. Once more again, South Africa was involved in this indirectly without even knowing what they did. And that is how they are banning South African passports all over the world. Guys, I don't have much to say about this. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video, and I'll be here to respond. So see you guys in our next video. Bye, sweeties.